What if becoming more confident, creative, healthy, magnetic, what if it wasn't about fixing yourself and more about training your brain differently? Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another video. My name is Danny, and on this channel, we talk about bettering ourselves from the inside out. So if bettering yourself is something you're into, then hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video with me. Today, I wanted to speak about the connection between neuroscience, spirituality, confidence, movement, and creativity. How all of these things work together to make you your best self. A lot of people think change has to be hard. Our brains are actually designed to adapt, which means at any age, any gender, any chapter in your life, you can change your identity, you can change your habits, you can change your energy. You can become so much more confident, and honestly, it's so much easier than you think. I've broken this down into sections. So section 1, your brain is always rewiring. One of the most important things to understand is this. Your brain is constantly changing based on repetition. This is called neuroplasticity. And yes, I have spoken about this so many times in so many videos, but it is so important. So I'm going to keep speaking about it. I'm going to keep talking about it. And if you want more information, I have a lot more videos on my channel explaining it a little bit more in depth. But neuroplasticity basically means that the more you repeat something, such as a behavior, a thought, a habit, a belief, the stronger the pathway becomes in your brain. And this is where you have to be so careful about what you say to yourself, because your brain is obviously always listening. It's taking the information that says I'm awkward, I'm unlikable, I'm not confident, I'm lazy. And your brain literally will become better at being that version that you keep telling yourself you are. This is why it's so important to really catch yourself when you're thinking negative thoughts and when you're thinking the same thought over and over that's just not helping you at all. And if you think about this, the opposite is also true. You can train your brain to become confident, disciplined, healthy, creative, magnetic. Anybody who has become a confident person from being maybe not so confident before, or has earned all this money by manifesting all these things, it's because they have rewired their brain and changed their current status by paying attention to those habits and really stopping those negative thoughts and changing it for something better. Do you want to be somebody who earns more money? Tell yourself, I am a magnet for money. It's a very important thing to remember that you don't have to be so white-knuckled on the why. You just need to say better thoughts to yourself and your brain is going to be better. Section 2, confidence is trained, not born. I've said this before, but confidence is not something that you're magically born with. Yes, kids have a different type of confidence. I work with children. I understand there are some confident kids out there, but as they get older, life typically comes in there and takes that confidence out. But as you get older, you have to remember confidence is built on evidence. Every time you show up for yourself, you keep a promise to yourself, you do something uncomfortable, your brain is going to start collecting that evidence and telling yourself, I can trust myself. And that's where the true confidence comes in. It's not perfection, it's self-trust. Today, I went to a very early hot Pilates class, and it's one of my favorite classes, but the last couple weeks I haven't been able to go on this particular day, so I've missed a couple weeks. And I always tell myself I do hard things. I am capable of doing hard things. And this class was so hard. But as I'm in there and I'm seeing my body move in these ways and I'm feeling the strength that I have and I'm feeling every part of me and I'm so aware of everything and I'm telling myself I do hard things, the class was so enjoyable. It was so amazing. Even the teacher was like, good job, girl. And it felt really, really good. And that's just such a small example, because when you do hard things, your brain says, I can trust myself. Section 3, why working out changes your mindset. Working out isn't just physical. Movement literally changes your brain chemistry. Exercise helps release dopamine, serotonin, endorphins. And as we hear all the time, these chemicals are connected to motivation, happiness, focus. They're connected to emotional regulation. And this is why after a workout, you feel calmer, clearer, and more confident. And spiritually, movement is you're moving that energy. You stop feeling that like stuck, gross feeling because your body isn't stagnant anymore. So I know there's been times actually this last week where I had to miss my workout. I had to miss the gym because I got caught up in other things. Later on in the evening, I wasn't able to do anything extra. I wasn't able to, for a few days, out of the norm, I wasn't able to move my body. And at the end of that day, I felt restless. I felt just this weird, heavy energy on me. And it's because I'm so used to being the type of person who works out all the time. I move my body all the time, even if it's a walk, even if it's a yoga class, even if it's me just doing yoga in my bedroom on my floor. There's some kind of movement. And that movement helps me get that energy that feels stuck inside of me, and it helps me release it. So especially if you're working and you have like a stressful job, or maybe you have many children and they're stressing you out, whatever the situation is, having that outlet and that movement, even if it's just a walk, even if it's just dancing around your room, whatever it is going to help you move that stagnant energy and make you feel so good. Section 4, creativity rewires your brain too. Creativity is so important. I will always talk about how important creativity is. And a lot of adults will stop creating because they think they're not creative. But creativity is not just art. It's speaking your thoughts, trying new things, creating your space, making content. It's dancing, it's journaling, it's reinventing yourself. Creativity activates new pathways in the brain. It helps you become more adaptable, emotionally expressive, and connected to yourself. Spiritually, creativity is a life force energy. It's expression, and creativity will keep you young. 100%. You have to stay creative, trying out these new things. If you like creating content, start a YouTube channel. If you like making art, start painting, start drawing. If you like doing puzzles, start doing puzzles. There are so many different ways to be creative. It doesn't have to be so serious. The whole point of creativity is to have fun and to try new things and to allow your inner child to feel so amazing and connected to. Section 5, change becomes so much easier when you stop overcomplicating it. A lot of people will take a self-improvement journey so extreme and want to completely change everything overnight. Your brain loves consistency over intensity. Small shifts done daily will create lasting change. And I'm guilty of this too. I have moments where I maybe am done with my weekend, and on Sunday evening, I'm completely changing everything about my life starting tomorrow. And it never sticks because I need to be more consistent with small changes. Instead of going, I'm completely going to change my life overnight, do things like try incorporating a 10-minute walk into your daily routine. Try speaking nicer to yourself. If you're someone who doesn't make a lot of food at home and maybe you eat out a lot, try a new recipe. Try making something new at home. Start creating something, even if it's so small. Even if you find a drawing on Pinterest and you get a pencil and a paper and you copy it down, it'll feel different and it'll feel so good. Another thing you could do is find outfits that you love. I don't care if you're working from home, you've nowhere to go, it doesn't matter. Find something that you want to wear, something vibrant, something audacious, something sexy, something that feels like you. Because remember, these tiny actions create identity shifts. Section 6, your identity shapes your reality. Like I said in the beginning of the video, your brain listens to the story you repeat most. And this is another thing. Okay, let's take Yoda, for example. He says, do or do not. There is no try. I know I quoted Yoda. I used to be very obsessed with Star Wars. However, it's so real. Saying the word trying implies that it's not done yet. And our brain needs to know That's who we are. So instead of saying, I'm trying to become more confident, start saying things like, I am so confident. I am more confident every single day. I am creative. I take care of myself. I am becoming someone who trusts herself. Your identity creates your actions, and your actions reinforce your identity. So really think about this and cut trying out of your vocabulary when you're being very intentional about who you want to show up as. Because remember, do or do not, there is no try. Section 7, this is for everyone. And I really want to emphasize this, that this is for anyone. Any age, any gender, any background. You are never too old. You're never too old to reinvent yourself, to become healthier, to feel more confident, to become creative again, to reconnect with yourself. And remember this, that your brain can change. Your energy can change. Your life can change. So I just want to really ingrain this in, that you're not stuck. You're not stuck. You don't need to be fixed. Your mind, your habits, your creativity, it can all evolve. Not by becoming somebody else, but by becoming more connected to who you are. Thank you so much for watching this video. And don't forget to get your copy of my book. It's called Full of Yourself, A Guide to Becoming Your Most Audacious Self. And I will put my Instagram right here on the screen. If you'd like to DM me there, just to say hi or inquire about hypnosis. I am also a master hypnotist and a confidence coach, so we can work through many things. And again, thank you so much for watching this video. And until next time, love yourself boldly and live audaciously. Bye.